Here's another online lead that I want to do a little recap video with. This online lead started by saying he's not interested anymore because of current interest rates and the current market. So I just wanted to kind of share this video so that you guys can see how I dealt with it.
Hello. Hey there, this is Cyrus Mohseni with the Keystone team. I was calling because you had been looking at some properties on our website.
Well, I was, but not anymore right now. I mean, market and interests are crazy, so.
Okay.
So what I did was I introduced myself, and this specific online lead had been to our website 3 or 4 times. So it triggered a hand raise, which means that they're actively looking. So I went ahead and called them as soon as possible. And so the fact that he says, hey, I was looking, but I'm not anymore because of interest rates, I'm kind of like, oh, that's interesting, because he was just actively looking. So.
Okay. Are you thinking that if the interest rate dropped, you would be thinking about buying again, or what's your situation?
Yeah. Because that told me like the interest went way too high. Like I was like, no way. I'm ready to wait until this thing is gonna go down a little bit. So maybe I consider go back to the plan. But for right now, I'm not anymore.
So again, I'm trying to figure out how hot this buyer is, right? They obviously were looking online. They obviously filled out a form. They obviously were looking at homes. So now I'm like, okay, well, are they ready to buy right now? Or when are they going to be ready to buy now? He says it's because of interest rates. So now I'm like, okay, well, if interest rates dropped, are you ready to buy? And now he's saying that there's a couple different reasons. So let's see where we go from there.
Okay, cool. Yeah, because I know that like a lot of my clients, they've been saying, like, over the last 3 months, they said like, hey, like, wait, no, we're not going to buy right now. But a lot of them have came back because the prices have finally started adjusting and dropping, so that the payments become like a little more similar to what they were. So are you like more concerned about like the payment or the interest rate that you're paying?
So here, what I love to do when I am speaking with a client, with a lead online, with anyone really, is I like to talk, speak in parables or in stories, right? It becomes more relatable for the client. So in this case, I'm telling them, hey, look, I have a lot of clients that are doing that, but now they're looking back, so on and so forth. So I'm giving him an idea of like, other people are in the same exact situation as you. Now I want to go to, are you looking at, because it's the interest rate, are you concerned about the interest rate, or are you concerned about your payment, right? Like, I want to know what's actually driving him to not be looking anymore.
Actually, interest rate, I mean, it's a combination and everything, you know, price of the house, payment, and you know, the interest is a little bit of everything.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, so if you saw the right property and there was a good deal, would you move on it or no?
That line is gold. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. Agree with your person, your lead that you're talking to, and then the next line, you'll use this forever and ever and ever. If you saw the right property and there was a good deal, would you move on it? So if the right property came and it was a good deal, would you buy it? Right? Because now I'm going to really test to see how hot or warm or cold this buyer is. Because if they're really never going to buy, they're going to say, no, I just can't buy right now, right? No matter what, I'm not buying until XYZ date. Well, let's see.
Yeah, because I'm interested in the area. Like, to be honest with you, it's like I'm interested to buy Long Beach, Carson, Torrance. That's 3 areas that I'm interested.
This was like sent from heaven for me, right? Where he actually tells me exactly where he's looking and when, exact areas that he's looking. I didn't even have to extract that information. I love that. But again, that answer would not have came if I didn't ask if it was a good deal. Would you be willing to buy? Right. So again, let's continue to review.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then what price point were you looking at beforehand?
Again, I'm going to ask what price point he was looking at beforehand. Why am I asking it that way rather than saying, okay, what price point are you looking at? Because I want to stick with his story. His story right now is he doesn't want to buy right now because of interest rates. He did want to buy, but it's just not going to work for him right now. So, but I want to get all the information so that, guess what? I'm going to find him a house that works, and I'm going to find him a deal that works, right? And he's going to end up buying with us. But I want to be able to, again, make him be comfortable. So what price point were you looking at before when you were looking?
Before, I was looking about like 485. Right now, I mean, I'd rather wait to see how the market settle, you know.
See, so he says, so what he does is he tells me what price he was looking at. Then he realizes, shoot, like I'm telling him the stuff that he needs to know to find me a place. Well, right now I'd just rather wait. So.
Yeah, no, that totally makes sense. The reason I'm asking is just because what I can do is I can send you some properties that, or properties here and there that fit kind of your criteria. And then that way, when the interest rate drops, or if there's something that we can do, like some program that we can get you to like get the interest rate lower and things like that, like it might work for you. Then you can be ready. You know what I mean? At least you know what's going on in the market versus like just hoping that it works,
So again, I agree with him. And then I prep him for something here because guess what my next follow-up is going to be? It's going to be a text message with my information, and then it's going to be the listings that I'm going to send him in those areas that he's looking at, in the price points that he's looking at, right? And then guess what? I'm going to send him in maybe a week or whatever the timeline is. I'm going to send him something about a 2-1 buy down, an interest rate buy down program. Hey, there's this great program. Here's how it works, so on and so forth. I'm going to call him. I'm going to tell him, hey, you know what? I was talking to my lender, and my lender ended up telling me about this program. I immediately thought about you, right? So I'm actually prepping him for that as we're on this call. I'm prepping him for my follow-up.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, that's pretty much my mindset right now. Like check the market and see what's the best option for me. That's where I'm at right now.
Oh, perfect. So you and I are on the same page. Perfect.
That right there. Okay, perfect. You and I are on the same page. I say that all the time when I'm speaking with the lead, when I'm speaking with the client. It's one of those things that helps them relate with us, and it helps us relate at the same level so they feel comfortable.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what I'll do, because this is just so you know, like most people are in the same exact situation that you're in. So it's like it's very normal right now,
I want him to feel comfortable. I want him to know that he's not alone, that there are other people that are in the situation. And actually, most people are in that situation. So it's very normal. Don't worry.
So what I can do is I'll do that. I'll send that. And then how many bedrooms would be ideal for you if you were to find a place?
You know what? I wanted to start with 2. Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's perfect for me because I have 2 kids and, yeah.
Okay, cool. Oh, how old are your kids?
Okay, right there. I say what? How many bedrooms? Cool. He tells me he wants to start with 2. That's perfect. So now I got a little more criteria so I could set up a search, right? So now I'm looking at 2 bedrooms in Carson, Long Beach, those areas, under 500,000. I'm really narrowing down his search. But then he tells me what? He has 2 kids. And I can easily say, okay, awesome, got your criteria, blah, blah, blah. But no, this is a relationship business. It's about building relationships with your people, with your clients, so that you can work with them and then everybody feels comfortable. So I ask him how old his kids are.
Well, my daughter is 16 and my boy is turning 12 this year.
Oh, wow. Okay. Those are good ages.
Yeah,
The daughter, 16-year-old, doesn't want anything to do with her parents, and the son still having
Exactly.
fun, huh?
Exactly.
I know how that is, man.
Yeah. I'm starting seeing those things like right now. Papi, I want to go there. No, let's go. No, I want to go to this. No, okay, whatever.
Yep, I know exactly how that is. That's so funny.
Right. So now I'm having a normal conversation with the guy. We're laughing. We're having a good conversation. We're connecting and we're bonding and we're building a relationship.
Yeah, man, cool. So what I'll do is I'll keep
And then what am I going to do? I'm going to bring it back into real estate.
in touch with you. I'll text you my contact info just so you have it after we get off the phone. That way you can save it. And then
That sounds like a plan.
if anything changes in the meantime, just call me, text me. I'm gonna send you my cell phone number. I'll text you so you have my cell number. And then if you see something that I send you that you might be interested in, let me know. And then if I have any like programs that maybe I can help you get a lower interest rate or something like that come out, I'll let you know as well. And then that way we can kind of work together.
So what did I do there? I prepped him for what he's going to get. He's going to get a text from me. He's going to get my information, my cell phone number, and so on and so forth. And then I told him, hey, if you see anything that you like, please call me and reach out to me. Let me know. And then I did again. I prepped him again for my follow-up. What's my next follow-up again? My next follow-up is going to be about those interest rate programs and so on and so forth. So I told him if I see something, I'm going to call him because I want him to already know that when I'm calling him, it might be something of value for him.
You got it. Yeah, that sounds like a plan.
All right, man. I appreciate you. I'll talk to you soon. Thanks.
And I ended it with him with saying that we were going to work as a team. He says, man, that sounds like a good plan. You could hear the excitement in his voice. And then it's, hey, appreciate you. Thank you so much. So that's how you deal with a lead that might be scared about the interest rates and might be putting their search on hold. This is how you might be able to get something out of it long term.